Well, there's a couple of things about that game. One was I didn't do a good enough job of getting our team ready to play. Uh, and we didn't handle the little success that we've experienced here. We didn't handle it very well. We weren't very good defensively at all. And then when we did stop them, we didn't complete the possession by keeping them off the board. So when you don't defend very well, and then to top that off, you don't rebound it very well, that's a recipe for the score being like it was. So, that's my responsibility. I didn't get them to play. I didn't get us ready to play like we should have. And we have been ready to play recently, but we just couldn't do enough things right, particularly defensively and rebounding the ball, and that's really it. I mean, we give up 47 at home the first half. I've said 66 points. We score 72, we win the game. So in spite of poor play, it's just defensively we weren't very good tonight. And if we don't forget this game and let it go and prepare mentally for what we've got to face Monday, it'll be a fight then. It'll be a struggle then. But, our guys just didn't handle a little success very well that we've experienced, and we just need to do a better job at that and come back Monday and just play a lot better, get back to playing like we did, particularly defensively, the last two games at home.
Want a big team start from the field? Is there anything you can see in warm-ups or anything like that to really kind of see?
I didn't like our preparation all week, actually. We didn't have 10 guys this week to practice. We had 8 one day, we had 9 one day, and Charles Waters has been sick. Fred hurt his elbow, didn't practice for 3 days. Charles didn't practice for 3 days, and we don't have enough guys to go up down the floor. So having a week off bothers me. I don't think it's going to affect us, for Monday, because this was a good practice. We go up down the floor and got to experience some things, but we just didn't have enough people to really structure anything in the practice to make it live. And when we came out, I didn't like us in the locker room before the game. A 1 for 18 start, I didn't know it was that bad. That's pretty bad. But if you really look back on the tape, some of those shots pretty decent. Layups, open jump shots. But see, I think that goes back to mentally where you are and your approach to how you started. And I just didn't have them in the right frame of mind. I was hoping we managed the week as best we could, but we just didn't have enough competitive days because of the numbers. And I think I'm not putting that on that. We should have had a better approach anyway to begin with. But I don't think you I don't think you play any different than how you're able to practice. And when you don't have the numbers, it makes it difficult to simulate what the game will be about. So we lost a little edge and we got ourselves in a hole and had a couple opportunities to get it close. Got it to 10 once or twice, but never could really get it back to where we needed to make it a game. But, at the same time, App State played well. This guy Eves, he's 1 for 8 at Little Rock, and we give him 31. You can't do that. You cut him off, and App State struggles to score it, and we didn't cut him off, and he made us look like we didn't know what we were doing defensively at times, and plus he made some shots. He goes 7 for 10 from the 3, and he goes 1 for 8 at Little Rock. So I knew we had to cut him off to have an opportunity to win the game. We didn't do it. When you let him play like that, he creates things for the other players on his team, and you got to give them credit after how they played in Little Rock and to come back and beat us here with how well we have played. You got to give them some credit too.
Coach, you think it's a good thing, bad thing with the quick turnaround with Little Rock being on since Thursday?
Good for them. I don't think it's our advantage in any way. I think they have the advantage there, but we are at home, and we should. We need to forget this game. That's the biggest thing we need to do is just, flush it. It's gone. Can't get it back. Don't worry about it, and come back and put all our concentration. We can't do anything physically that's going to help us win the game against Little Rock. but it's going to be a mental thing for us to turn around and be ready to play against a team that's playing with a whole lot of confidence, playing better than anybody in the league. I see Arlington loses tonight on the road, so they're the only team with 0 on the loss side. You know, it'd be great for us to get them. We'd all be tied again, the 3 of us. So we'll just have to see what happens. But mentally, our team needs to put it behind us and have a good prep day tomorrow and be positive toward each other. Coaches need to be positive and just move on.
Have you had a chance to look at them at all throughout the year, or, you know, form any sort of opinion on them, or?
Yeah, my opinion is they're a good team. That's my opinion. You know, other than that, I mean, what you want me to tell you?
I just wasn't sure if you watched any film in advance.
I
or
watched.
anything.
Yeah, I've watched.
Yeah.
I've watched some film of them. And you know, really, you know, they've added maybe one guy. The last 2 games, their best player has been Woods off the bench. He was there all last year. So the chemistry's right. I like the guy they've added, the big white guy in the middle. I like him. I think he adds a dimension to him, whatever his funny name is. You know.
Shoshi?
Yeah, whatever that is. But he's a good player. He's added something to him, and they got the guard they added. So they've added a couple of guys, but basically some of their guys are the same. They're just playing well, and Higgins is working within the team, it seems, and he's a talented guy. He can score 20 or 25 at any time. He burned us here last year for 30 or something. So, you know, we're going to have to play much better defensively and then rebound it. We didn't rebound tonight. And then and this is how mentally, when you know you're not there, we have 3 or 4 lane violations on free throws. Come on. We just weren't mentally, we didn't approach this game as we should have. That's on me, and we didn't handle the little success that we've experienced lately in the right way to win this game. So we've got a big challenge for Monday night. We'll see how we respond and how we handle it.
On the technical tonight, I was curious kind of what you were upset with there.
Huh?
The technical foul?
Right.
Second half, I was just curious. I mean, the foul was on them. I just wasn't sure what you saw.
Foul was on who?
It was on App State, wasn't it?
About the 3rd time.
Okay. I was.
Yeah. I mean, I can't comment on officials. They're all good.